Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, y'all. I'm Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. Trying a different angle again. You know, I'm always experimenting to see what works, what doesn't work. But take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And booking a personal reading is simple. Turn on post notifications, click like to show love to the video, which in turn shows love to the channel. Join the channel membership if you see the value in doing so. I think it would be very valuable for you. If you look at the perks, you'll understand why. And drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. This angle is very weird because it's like I'm talking here, but I'm looking here. So it's just kind of like strange, but it's okay. So I figured we can do a reading about messages from whomever it is that you are wanting a message from. So we're going to get you some answers per normal, and that's what we're going to do. Of course, I don't have the deck open that I knew I wanted to use. Okay. So again, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, and let's get into your reading. So there's a person that you want to hear from. I don't know how long you haven't heard from them. You know, though. And you're wondering what they want to say to you. So I'm going to give you some insight on what they may want to say to you and how you should handle the situation. So Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for this person who wants to know this message from whomever it is that they're thinking about. A lot of times you could get the answers you're looking for by just asking the person. You know what I mean? Communication is key. But I know sometimes you gotta respect space, if that's what the situation is, when you've been asked to respect the space, or you don't know where you stand and you don't want to provoke the situation, you don't want to make the wrong move. But there's no such thing as making the wrong move. I feel like every move that you make is the right move for you, even if it doesn't look like what you thought the end result would be, because there's a lesson in everything that we do. Like what India Ari said, there's a blessing in every lesson, and I'm glad that I know you at all. Some shit like that. Anyways, let's see what the messages are at this time from your person. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start off. I want to start a family with you. So someone says they want to start a family with you, and they may feel as if you are what the epitome of a matriarch in the family would be. Somebody who they can procreate with, because you have this gene that they know would be effective in a family unit. Now, what you also have to pay attention to is sometimes people say they want to have children with you, or a man may say to a woman during a very heated moment that he wants her to have his child. That does not mean it's a good situation. I want to start a family with you. That's great and dandy, but you also have to look at your situation. Like, are you saying this because you want to trap me? Or are you saying this because you genuinely want me and offsprings with me, and to do this thing forever and ever, amen, till death do us part? That's the thing. But for usually with this is like the 10 of Cups. This usually means this person has had enough time to set things up. You know, they've had enough time to work on themselves and get their wish fulfillment and get emotionally equipped with who they are and know how to show feelings and be that emotional person, that emotionally strong person that you need in a connection, you know? Usually that's what this means when you get this. But I'm just saying keep an open mind, because sometimes people say this, but they mean something else. So that's one message. I imagine you naked. Once we got these two cards together, it's not what it is. I imagine you naked. Someone who moves fast, someone who's just nasty. And you might like nasty, but nasty, again, can have a couple caveats here. Like, you know, nasty, kinky situations, but then a nasty persona does not think about anyone but themselves, thinking with the wrong parts of the body. And perhaps this is why this person wants to start a family with you, for vain reasons, because you satisfy them sexually, and that's not enough to start a goddamn family. I sometimes wonder if you care. Feel like that's your energy asking if they care. This is 13. I would say that's 4. I feel like you're the stable one in the situation, whoever you are, and you want a genuine connection. And this person is telling you what you want to hear telekinetically, like intuitively, like you see it in dreams, you feel it. They may have said it before you had your no contact, that this is what they wanted, but their actions didn't match. And that's why you are where you are at this time. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards to elaborate more on this and see what messages we can get from this person that you're thinking about, or at least not from them directly, because we're not going to tap into their energy, but we have an idea of what the energy is. So we're going to see what you can do to move forward, because it's always about onward movement. Let's shuffle this one more time and get into it. All right, Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for the collective, for the person who is wondering if their person cares. The overall energy is the 9 of Wands. So this is a power struggle for you. The challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. What you should be focusing on is the Hermit, which is your damn self. Yeah. What you should be leaving behind is the 5 of Swords, the pain, the suffering, the confusion. Your strength is the 8 of Wands, and that's in your ability to get the hell on. That may even be something that you brag about. The near future is the Strength card. This is not, this is real shit. The near future is the Strength card. The advice is the Page of Pentacles. Focus on your money. Focus on grounding yourself and people with like minds. People who actually want you around and can appreciate you. Your environment is the Ace of Swords. So now that this don't piss me off. Now that this person is not in your life at this moment, and this is the most clearly you've been thinking, the only time you have confusion is when you think about them. Why you want them around again? Why you want to know what they're thinking? Because life is going so good for you right now, and you're just like, damn, I wish I could share it with them. I feel like that's what the energy is, but not judging, just observing. Now, the 8 of Cups is in the position of what your fear is, and your fear is that if you walk away for real, because emotionally you're still here, but you're afraid that if you walk away for real, you're going to lose this person forever. And I feel like that's kind of selfish, because this is an energy of someone who you walked away. You know what I'm saying? Physically. That's what they saw. But I feel like they know that there's an open door, and you're afraid that if you keep that door, if you close that door, you won't be able to do this anymore. And then the possible outcome is the Devil. Is this in reverse? No, it's in the upright position. So the possible outcome is that you'll be stuck in this toxic merry-go-round if you don't leave this energy behind, the Five of Swords. This constant guessing game that you play with this individual, where you have to guess what's on their mind. You have to gauge the conversations in a way that won't piss them off, because you know that it's just not right. You know it's not right. I feel like, or what I see here is that whenever you feel like this person is going to be affected in a negative way by something that you really should be talking about, you withdraw, you give them space. They may have a bit of a temper. The challenge with this all is the Queen of Pentacles, and that is being who you need to be for them. Like, I feel like you're unable to show up for them in a nurturing and like I feel like you're unable to show up for them in a way that you have showed up for others in the past. And it's because they don't allow it. They don't allow you to do what you're good at. They don't allow, like, they're on this straight and narrow thought pattern. And that's where you bump heads at. And it's like, what is it that you guys have in common? That's what's so interesting. Like, why are you trying to keep this around? Like, why are you trying to keep this thing going if it's just not the right time for it? Because there are things that you have in common. You want to know what they're thinking about. You want to know how they feel about you, but you just don't click the way how you anticipated. Isn't that crazy? The Six of Pentacles. So both of you probably work together. You probably have the same interests. Whatever industry you're in, you probably met at work. You're both giving people. So that's what it is. There's something about them that resonated with you because they have a big heart. And that's how they secured you. That's how they showed you how to invest in things. They showed you how to make your money make money. So that's another thing. And I feel like this is an energy of somebody who's like addicted to making money. So overall, I feel like your person is challenged with this connection because they think the same thing that you think. They can't show up for you in the way that they want to, and you can't show up for them in the way that you want to, because you just want different things. You want different things. And because they don't want to hurt your feelings, they just kind of don't say anything. And they just leave you to figure it out, because you always figure it out. But when you call them on shit, it makes them mad. And that's when that temper comes out. Isn't that something? But I feel like you can deal with it. You feel like you can tame them or something. But why would you want to have to tame someone? And that goes into the whole Eight of Cups situation, where you're fair. You know, you don't want to leave them behind. But the possible outcome is you just going through the same thing over and over again. You're chained to this person and it's not working. The Devil card, that's Capricorn energy. You may be dealing with a Capricorn. And this uneasy part about this all is that you're so compatible as friends. but because what makes you incompatible? What makes you incompatible? I feel like they don't like to take risks. That's what the problem is. Yeah, you know what it is? They like to, the Three of Wands, they are not going to move until they know for a fact that they're not going to take a loss. They are very calculated. And you're just like, I won't know if I don't risk it. And that's what the thing is. You're a risk taker and they're not. And I feel like that's something that you can grow to become, or at least compromise at times. And they're just not the compromising type. And that's why your spirit guides are encouraging you to leave this Five of Swords energy in the past. And that's the bickering and trying to control the way how someone thinks, or trying to control how they perceive things, when you should be meeting them where they are and seeing if you can compromise. But I feel like you both don't back down quite very often, and that's what makes this very toxic. And right now, how they feel is that all they can do with you is just have sex, and that makes everything better, which is why it started out with this. I want to start a family with you, because they know that you're going to take care of things with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, you're just a go-getter. You're somebody who's grounded and you do things, you have a nurturing energy about you. You handle business. You don't, if it needs to get done, it's going to get done, or you're going to find somebody to get it done. You don't mind taking a risk. You don't mind making shit shake. They do. And they like that about you. So that's what they would do. I feel like this type of person, if you're the female inquiring about this, that they would leave you with kids, because they just like the idea of kids. But they like making kids, but they don't like the actual work that it takes. And that's why they're not talking to you right now, because you want a family for real and they want a family for fake. Yeah. And then you over here like, I wonder if you care. Listen, I'm finna pull a love oracle card and we're gonna close this out. This person is just not ready for what you bring into the table. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're like, the energy of that. It's not gender motivated. It's just your energy. Like, you handle things, but you have a hard time. You have a hard time projecting this energy when this person is around, because they have a tendency to make you feel like you're doing too much a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? It's like they love you, or I don't want to say that because I don't know what the fuck they do, like how they feel in that department, but I feel like they like you for what you can do. Like, you got some tricks up your sleeves. So, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card and close this out, because this was a lot. Okay, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. That's what this says, y'all. I don't know if the camera's going to have it backwards, but it says you're trying too hard. Let them do them, because it's not the right time for y'all. So I hope this reading resonates. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description. Until next time, love and light, tribe.